Want bumpaloo but want bam boom. I'm Samuel K. Joining me is my friend. Introduce yourself.
I am Lydia.
You don't have to give your last name if you don't want to. This isn't like a job
Do I
interview.
give my address now? Or?
Yeah, your social security number. Do you have those?
We have PPS numbers, which stands for personal. Nope, I don't know what it stands for. So, but it's definitely the same thing.
Look at the screen, Lydia. Look what we've got here.
A giant woman.
The Champions Ballad. A new challenge related to the champions has been added. Once you've completed the main quest to free all 4 divine beasts, return to the Shrine of Resurrection and inspect the terminal where you first found the Sheikah Slate.
Oh, it's just more shit for you to do, like.
Yeah, it just came out the other day.
Oh, that's nice.
So I can't do it yet because I needed to free 1 more divine beast. So that's on our menu today.
What's the name of the divine beast that we're freeing today?
It's a lizard. I forget its name. It's like Valagula or Nimnord or something like that.
Nimnord?
Yeah, it's Nimnord.
That's very good.
I'm still getting over this cold, Lydia.
That's okay. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling alright. It's not a bad cold. I'm just kind of stuffy and coffee and stuff, so... So here, Lydia.
Yes.
I wanted to talk to you about something.
Yes. Is it Samuel L. Jackson?
Yes. Actually, in a way, yes. Before we started recording, I said that I was going to say, hi, I'm Samuel K, and Lydia was going to say, hi, I'm Samuel L, and then realized that Samuel L. Jackson is a person, a very famous person.
And it would just sound like a really weird joke then, I guess.
Now, here's what I get. Is my name is Sam, right? And so I've got kind of an unusual name, and there's a pop culture reference built into it. As in, like, Sam I Am, and Play It Again, Sam, and...
Oh, yeah, okay.
So, I understand you have an unusual name, and that you also have a Lydia the Tattooed Lady, right?
Yes.
You get that
Not
a
many
lot.
Irish people know that, so I don't get bothered that often.
I think Danielle mentioned it to you once, and
Yeah.
I was like, oh god, because as somebody who grew up having a name where people make pop culture references at me all the fucking time,
Yeah.
I was embarrassed. But I was going to say, Lydia, or wait, you're a good friend, Lydia, I'll never get rid of ya. Has anybody ever done that one?
No.
Okay, cool, I thought of that.
That's nice.
You're a good friend, Lydia, I'll never get rid of ya.
It's nice because it's, it's a jibe because of my name, but it's a really nice sentiment. So,
It's a nice
yeah.
thing to say to somebody.
Yeah.
Also, it's a reminder that you, until I decided that, you were replaceable.
Keep me on my toes.
That's terrible. It's like it's a job interview now.
Wait 2 seconds, Sam. I really want a cigarette, but they're in the other room. I will be back in like 2 seconds.
Okay, go ahead and get your cigarettes.
BRB.
So now that it's just us on the stream, just me and whoever may be watching it. Hello, it's me, Samuel K. It's an intimate thing, like when Bob Dylan plays like a coffee house or something.
I'm back. Oh, who's this?
This is Bargo? He's a Goron.
Brigitte Bargo.
Yeah, that's who it is. One that I get a lot is people will call me Samuel L. Jackson. And, like, I don't know if there's anybody out there that doesn't know what I look like, but...
Sorry, what?
Like, if you took the opposite of Samuel L. Jackson, it would be me.
Do people have opposites?
Yeah.
I thought the opposite of a human being would be some sort of void.
Or like a cat or something. Like some kind of creature.
Well...
You've got to stay within the same species.
Okay.
But, like, I don't know. The whole name thing got me thinking.
Yes.
It just happens. The other thing is my last name ends with "ain," like the sound "ain," and people would call me Sam Kurt Cobain.
What?
All the time.
Why would anyone do that?
I don't know, but more people have called me that. And to be fair, it does make me want to shoot myself in the head, so... That's how Kurt Cobain died, you see.
He's dead?
Yeah, big time.
Big time.
Here we go. Divine Beast Va Rudanya is what we're going after.
Va Rudanya. Rudanya, you know, rule Britannia. Oh, sorry, that's my phone. Oh, Jesus.
Rudanya rules the something.
Waves, right?
Waves, Britons never, never, never shall be slaves. How that goes. Is that how it is?
Yeah. So have you been keeping up to date with Brexit?
Yeah, I have. Big time.
Really?
I live in London. Haven't I ever told you this?
Oh, really? Where?
London, England.
It's up the Eiffel Tower, is it?
I live on the second floor of Piccadilly Circus. I'm not sure what or where Piccadilly Circus is.
Piccadilly Circus is a big square, which I assume used to be a roundabout, or else it wouldn't be called circus. But it's where all the cinemas are, where they do all the movie premieres in London.
So it's like a mall.
What's a mall? I thought a mall was a shopping centre.
Yeah, is it like a mall?
Oh no, it's a big open air square. Do you know like a big square?
Oh, you can have an open mall.
Right. You know, I've been to Mall of America.
Have you?
Yeah, and I went on the SpongeBob ride in the middle of it. And the Avatar one was my favourite, I think, the Avatar ride. But I don't really remember much. Was
it Avatar The Last Airbender or Avatar, like, with the blue cat people?
Avatar Last Airbender, because it's like a Nickelodeon-themed thing. Yeah. Yeah. So that's that.
I've never been to the Mall of America. I've wanted to go ever since I was a little kid, though. Because, I grew up in a very small town, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, the mall for me when I was a kid was like a treat. Because there was no mall where I grew up.
Yeah, same here.
And so, like I thought it was, like, big deal. And now, like, malls are basically, like, scary ghost towns.
Yes.
They basically no longer exist. And so, like, I moved to a big city as an adult, and I was like, man, I'm going to have so much fun going to the mall.
How old are you?
Like 22. Listen, I thought it would be fun. I could buy CDs and DVDs and stuff. Oh shit, I'm on fire.
Oh god.
I've got to put on more stuff that'll make me not on fire anymore. I really want to keep my luchador mask on, though.
Yes.
It's become part of my brand. But no, I've been to, like, a mall since I've moved here.
Oh.
Like, singular. I went there...
But multiple times, right? The same mall?
No, just once.
Oh, okay.
We went to a mall, like, you know, like, I always looked at the mall as being fairly glamorous as a child, because it was, like, the big city lights.
Yeah.
But I went to a place that's colloquially known as Lafayette Scare Mall. It's usually Lafayette Square Mall.
Why is it called Scare Mall?
Because a lot of people get shot there.
Oh.
It's in a very rough neighborhood, right? And probably, like, 4 or 5 people a year get shot and killed there, like, in robberies.
In a mall?
In a mall. Usually in the parking lot. It's usually not indoors.
Okay.
We're not animals. We at least shoot people inside here in Indianapolis.
I suppose it's easier to clean up that way.
Right, yeah, exactly. You just wait for it to rain. It's all good. Do you know what's crazy? Is that when there is a terrible accident, or like a shooting or something, do you know how they clean up the blood?
Oh.
They just use a hose and like spray it into a sewer.
Jesus. Well, I suppose what else would they do? Like, pick it up? You can't pick it up.
You have
sawdust? That's what they do with the butchers, isn't it?
Yeah, sawdust. You could use that. See, there's all kinds of stuff you could do.
But then you'd have all this bloody sawdust on the ground, and why would you do that? Hose that into the sewer?
You hose that into the sewer, exactly. That's perfect.
Yeah.
So, okay, hold on. I got off track talking about malls. Explain to me Piccadilly Circus.
It's a big square.
Uh-huh.
Like an open-air square. And I think there's a park in the middle, but you never really see it.
I think I've seen a picture once, and it just looked like a mall. But they do movie premieres there, so it's like the Grumman's Chinese Theater or whatever.
I guess I went to a movie premiere once with my uncle. It was the Star Trek movie, and I was disappointed because it was a Star Trek movie.
Which one was it?
The first one, the first of the...
Oh, the newer ones.
Yes.
Like the J.J.
Does it have a name, or is it just called Star Trek?
I think it's just called Star Trek.
Lens Flare the movie.
Yeah, J.J. Abrams presents Star Trek, a Viacom product. Viacom New Media. I don't know that Viacom
it was all right,
exists any longer.
It was fine.
Yeah, I've never been to a movie premiere. The closest I've come is I had to go to an art house theater to see a movie once. Yeah, it was miserable.
What movie?
Moonlight Kingdom was the movie I went to see. It's a Wes Anderson movie.
That's Moonrise Kingdom.
What did I say?
Moonlight Kingdom.
Whatever. It was a good movie.
Yeah.
But, yeah, Moonrise Kingdom. Have I ever told you my favorite movie ever is The Royal Tenenbaums?
Yes, you have told me that.
It's a Wes Anderson film. But anyway, I went to see Moonrise Kingdom there. And I was all excited because they, like, serve gin there. Like, their thing is, like, you can get an amazing gin and tonic at their concession stand.
Okay.
Not a very good gin and tonic, I have to say.
Oh.
I've had better. But, like, I don't really like the taste of gin. So when I make a gin and tonic, I put, like, a whole lime in it. And then it's just, like, fizzy lime water with booze in it.
Yeah.
So, I was disappointed in that. The seats were uncomfortable. I'll never go back. I'll just bootleg the movie from now on.
Gin tastes like, just a citrusy vodka. I don't really know. Maybe I've just had bad alcohol, but it all just kind of tastes like hairspray. Do you know what I mean?
I like gin. Gin has like a Christmas tree kind of taste.
Yes.
Because it's made from the fruit of the juniper plant.
Yes.
Whatever the fuck a juniper plant is. I don't know if it's a tree or a bush.
I think it's a shrub.
Is it? Okay.
Oh, I don't know.
Once I got into an argument with a roommate that I had, because every now and then I like a gin and tonic with like a whole lime in it. Look at this. This is Yunobu, by the way.
I love them.
He's a little guy with a mohawk and he looks real scared.
Oh, he's a youth.
Yeah, he's a baby.
Oh.
But I buy really good gin when I want a gin and tonic, right?
Oh,
I don't fuck around. Actually, it's not really good gin. It's not like magical top shelf, like $200 gin or whatever. I buy Bombay Blue Sapphire, which is like an fairly expensive gin.
Yeah, that's like 30, 40 euros a bottle,
right.
like.
Yeah, it's not cheap. And so I've got this like bottle of nice gin. I also buy decent tequila because I don't really like tequila. So if I'm going to drink it, I'm going to drink the good stuff. And so I buy Patron Silver, which is also like 30 or 40 euros for a little bottle of it.
I see.
Because I pay euros here in the United States. I refuse to use dollars. It's so beneath me, you know? I'm a man of the world. I can't use this, like, play money they use here.
Did you ever watch The Mighty Boosh?
I've seen, like, the old Greg thing, but that's about it.
Oh, okay.
And the psychedelic, loving ball of tits, or whatever it was.
I can't say I remember that now. Well, I can kind of picture it, but... Anyway, I really liked it. It was a very formative comedy for me. But one thing I really, really liked about it is that they used euros in it as the currency. So it was kind of like, where are they? Do you know?
Right.
Where are they?
I thought they were from New Zealand.
No, that's Flight of the Conchords you're thinking of. The Mighty Boosh, they're from England.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't... all foreign accents sound the same to me, too. There's no difference between your accent and, like, a Russian accent to me.
Really?
No, that's a lie. I can completely tell a difference. Yeah, I've never really watched it. They put it on Adult Swim for a while.
Okay.
Here in the States. But I didn't have cable when it was on. I'm sure I'd like it.
I don't know how well it's aged, to be honest.
I've always really enjoyed the weird old Greg sketch. Like, it's a pretty funny sketch. That's all I've seen.
It's good.
But,
I don't know.
So, like, was The Mighty Boosh your Space Ghost Coast to Coast?
Kind of. I was around, like, 13 when I first discovered it. Actually, do you know what? One of my first formative comedies was Bo Selecta. Have you ever heard of that?
Something rings a bell for me there.
And South Park, first time I saw that, I was like 8 years old, so...
Yeah, I was
don't know.
very young.
Yeah, a bit too young, I'd say.
That came out in, like, 96. I would have been 10.
Wow.
I was a very young boy watching it. My parents didn't like me watching it, but... my father was a shiftless drunk. And,
Same.
And my mother, she worked night shifts.
Oh, okay.
And so my dad would pass out drunk, and I'd just watch whatever the fuck I wanted on TV.
Yeah.
Look, there's a big statue of a big Goron there.
Oh, that's nice.
This is Daruk.
Are they like trolls, these lads? Like, are they made out of stone?
They are stone-like creatures.
Okay.
They can come out in the daytime, though, unlike trolls. They're kind
Can trolls
of...
not come out in the daytime?
Yeah, they turn to stone and die.
See, again, remember last time I told you, like, my only reference for these things is Discworld, the Terry Pratchett books.
I guess that's
And those
true.
trolls are fine.
They're cool with it. I would say, like, if you had to compare the Gorons to anything in, like, regular fantasy, they're very much like Tolkien dwarfs. Like, they live in the mountains and they do a lot of mining, but
I see.
They're less, like, staunch or sort of, like, religious types, and they're more like buddy-buddy, like, hey, let's hang out and have fun and work hard and eat bombs. I think they eat bombs.
Oh, so that's like the dwarves in Terry Pratchett, because they just love working and mining and quaffing.
Oh, yeah, like, they love a good drink.
Yeah.
I need to read Discworld. I've always thought that I'd really like it. Is that the one where Death is a character?
Yes.
And everybody really loves Death in that book?
He's just really lovable in it.
Yeah, I've always thought that it would be something I'd like, because I really like, the only book that I've read by Terry Pratchett was Good Omens, and that was half written by Neil Gaiman.
Yeah.
Or Gaiman.
Yeah, I don't know which it is.
I always say Gaiman, because if I say Gaiman, people think I'm talking about the singer Neil Diamond. So I say Gaiman, so I don't have to explain who he is. No, not Neil Diamond.
Wait, what did Neil Diamond sing? I get all those
Um,
alphalas mixed up.
I always confuse Neil Diamond with Neil Young. So, I'm
Neil
not,
Young wrote a song about a horse?
was he the horse with no name?
Oh no, I couldn't tell you that now. Does he write one about a moon?
Yeah, Harvest Moon was Neil Young.
Yes. Yes. There we go.
I forget what Neil Diamond did.
Did he do Sweet Caroline?
Yeah, sure. I don't think that's true. Hang on. Let's consult the expert. Okay, Google.
Okay.
Okay, Google. Okay, Google.
Alexa.
Alexa,
Alexa.
what was Neil Diamond's big song?
According to A&E's biography, singer and songwriter Neil Diamond wrote I'm a Believer for the Monkees and performed his own pop hits, including Heartlight and Sweet Caroline.
It was Sweet Caroline.
Bum, bum, bum. I knew it.
This old man here is just yapping at us.
Oh, arr.
Jesus. Okay. I want to get this over because I want to do the new shit, and I've already done this before. So I'm not paying attention to the story or commenting on it or anything. Hold on. So I read Good Omens as a kid, and then I immediately read American Gods after that. And I get the two confused a lot, because basically, the only thing that Neil Gaiman ever writes about is, like, gods and mythology and shit. Because I read Sandman as a kid, too. I loved Sandman when I was a kid.
Did you? I tried to read it and I found it boring. I don't know.
It is! That's the thing.
Oh.
It is boring.
Okay.
I've reread it, and I thought, like, man, this is a lot of bullshit. I liked it. I still like it, though. But I can see where you would think it was boring. No, like, I enjoy Sandman quite a bit. I liked it as a kid. I liked how I felt like a grown-up reading it, because there's, like, boobs and cussing and stuff in it.
Yeah. I remember there was a lot of sex in it.
That was a very embarrassing thing for me when I was a kid. I went on a road trip with my dad, and I brought comic books.
Oh my god, you told me this before,
Yes!
I remember.
And I brought my copy of The Sandman with me, and he's like, now I know why you like these comic books. I was like, no, Dad! Oh, I was so embarrassed.
God, yeah.
Jesus. Yeah, that's, so I'll tell you what, Lydia. If you will buy me all of the Discworld books, and get me a gift card to Buffalo Wild Wings so I have somewhere to go and read, and eat chicken wings.
You'll get sauce all over the pages.
No, I'll wash my hands in between pages.
Okay.
It's fine. Also, I need you to read them to me while I'm eating my chicken wings. And also, just like $100 walking around money, I'll read the Discworld books. Do we have a deal?
Yeah.
Do you call it walking around money there?
No.
Yeah. Just some
What is
spending.
it called? What would you call it?
Just some like spending money that you get, just extra stuff.
Spending money, yeah. Walking around money. I've never heard that before.
Yeah, it's a good phrase, isn't it?
It sounds like anthropomorphic money to me, to be honest.
Oh shit! And you gotta chase it.
Running around money.
You gotta like get your big money net. That could be very well how people get money. I don't know how people get rich.
My dad wants to get into Bitcoin, and I'm
What?
wary.
Hold the fucking phone! I think my favorite sentence I've heard in weeks is my dad wants to get into Bitcoin.
He doesn't, he's one of those people that doesn't trust anyone, so...
Well, right? Like, what does he want to get into? There's two things I know that you use with Bitcoin, and that's hire a hitman and buy drugs.
Yeah,
like...
right? So... I don't know.
Not that I've done either of those with Bitcoin. Actually, I haven't, now that I think about it.
Do you have some Bitcoins?
I don't. I know people who do, and I've done drugs that were bought with Bitcoin.
Okay.
If that answers your question at all. I got those good Bitcoin drugs that were bought online.
Oh.
You just buy them on Amazon now.
Jesus, really?
Yeah, it's easy. No, that's not true. You just buy them on the dark web.
Oh. Yeah, he's into that too.
Your dad's into the dark web?
Well, no, he's got a... What do you call him? Onion browser, or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, Tor browser, Onion browser, yeah. And so what's your dad do on the dark web?
He just does normal... He basically watches TV shows, but I think he just goes on his normal browser for that. I don't know what he does with the... I don't know.
I like your crazy, drunken hacker dad. My dad doesn't even fucking know what Bitcoin or, like, the dark web is. Because, like, the way you've described your dad to me, I always just picture him as my dad, but Irish.
He's very... Like, I don't know, what... He's like one step away from being a prepper. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, shit. So, like, he wants to get,
well,
like...
maybe a few steps, 3 steps away from being a prepper.
you think that he wants to build, like, a bunker with a bunch of guns and shit in it.
No, not guns, but, like, when the water charges came in here, we don't pay for water here. Well, it kind of comes out of our taxes, but not, like... we don't have... But they tried to bring it in a few years ago because we were struggling as a country. You might have heard. I don't know. But he started building water butts around the place that filter water. And I don't know. Every once in a while, he'll drop something into conversation like, "That's why we bought a house on a hill on elevated land because tsunamis. Come on."
What? Do you live anywhere near the ocean?
Oh, yeah, we do.
Oh, okay, I gotcha.
But not near volcanic activity in the ocean, do you know what I mean?
Right. Look, this dude's following me now.
What?
Look at his little legs.
Oh, he's cute.
I like this guy a lot.
Yeah.
The character designs in this game are all the character designs are all fantastic. Look at him. This little nerd.
Oh.
He's fucking scared of everything and shit.
Oh.
Scared of this big lizard up here. So, like, okay, how much land do you live on if your dad's, like, digging water butts and shit?
Oh, I'm not good at measuring things by looking at...
Like a farm?
No.
Okay.
How big is an acre? Like, I don't know.
I have no clue whatsoever how big an acre is. Like a block?
Okay, smaller than a block anyway.
Okay.
I don't know, Sam.
I'm just tickled by your crazy paranoid dad now. There's a lot to unpack here.
Well, yeah.
I get obsessed with my friends' dads. I've told you about how I write fucking fan fiction about Eric's dad.
You haven't told me that now.
Oh, yeah. Eric's dad works on a military base.
Does Eric live on a military base?
I think he lives
With
near
him?
one. I don't think he lives on the base.
Mm-hmm.
But Eric's dad's a civilian, but he works on a military base.
Oh, okay. What's he do? A science man?
Now, Eric tells me he doesn't really know what his dad does aside from, like... Yeah! See? See, this is where I got intrigued.
Does he live in New Mexico?
No, Massachusetts.
Oh, okay.
So, like, I'm pretty sure his dad just, like, is an IT guy and does, like, projects and things, like...
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, our security camera's broken. Carl, go fix it. His name's Carl.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what Carl does for a living. But the fact that I asked Eric what he did, and Eric said he didn't know, I just immediately assume he designs, like, experimental weapons for the military.
Of course, that's where my mind went.
Right! It just jumps right to it.
But also, aliens. Alien
Well,
sighting, Massachusetts.
He definitely uses alien technology.
Definitely? What do you mean?
Well, how else are you going to do experimental weapons unless you have technology not of our world? Right?
True. Oh god, I don't know how... Aliens. I'm googling it now. It's hard.
Do you think aliens are real?
Well, I don't know if they've come to Earth now.
Do you think that you don't know, you don't think, or you don't know?
Well, I don't know, obviously.
Well, yeah, but do you think that aliens could have been here on our planet?
Yeah, I don't know. What do you think?
I think it's possible. I think it's unlikely, but
Yeah.
it's the old thing, like, if you rule out the impossible, whatever's left is, no matter what unlikely, is probably true.
Yeah.
Like Sherlock
Is that
Holmes.
the phrase?
It probably was put better than me because Sir Arthur Conan Doyle wasn't fucking drug-addled mess playing a video game. But oh, my sore throat. Man, I might have a cough drop here in a minute. Would that be offensive to you, were I to do that?
No,
Okay.
I'm not offended by
Good.
cough drops.
I know that cough drops are a real hot button issue for some people. Fuck! I just fell off this thing and ran over myself with a boulder. Not my proudest moment, I have to admit. Okay, so, like, I've heard some things about what goes on at Area 51, right?
Yeah.
And it's not that they have a bunch of aliens there and shit like that, but the real deal is somehow the government got a hold of some interesting, strange technology.
Yes.
And they are piecing together what we can do with this technology, right?
Mm-hmm.
And everything in Area 51 that they're experimenting on, we will see in public in the next, 40 to 50 years. But it's all hush-hush and secret and experimental and stuff.
Do you think we've already seen it?
We've seen
Some
some
of
of it, I'm sure. Like, the stuff that they were working on, back in the, 60s, probably. Right?
Do you think the Kindle? What about that?
Yeah, probably the Kindle and the iPod were the two big
Kindle,
things that we took from the aliens. No, I'm thinking stuff like VTOLs and stuff.
What's a VTOL?
Vertical takeoff and landing vehicles.
Okay.
It's basically like a jet and a helicopter combined.
Yes.
I think those were probably developed at Area 51.
Yes. And microwaves.
Microwaves and the Kindle. VTOLs, microwaves, and Kindle. All Area 51. You heard it here first. Have you ever used a Kindle?
Yeah.
It's incredible, isn't it?
Yeah.
There's no need for books anymore. I sold all my books after I got a Kindle.
Really, my Kindle broke after a while. I had it for a good 3 years though before it broke. So that's good when it comes to
Electronics.
technology these days.
I have an iPod that I got in like high school that still works.
Oh, wow, really?
I did spill an entire Sprite on it.
An entire Sprite.
And it soaked in the Sprite for several hours because I didn't realize it happened. It was in my car.
Oh, okay.
And so I had to take it apart and rebuild it.
Oh, wow.
Which was a fun project.
Yeah.
But you know how they have, like, the old iPods had, like, a metal back on them?
Yeah.
I fucked up the back of it real bad.
Yeah.
And bent it all out of shape, and so I have to hold it together with a rubber band. But it still works, is my point.
Wow.
So if you ever need me to completely fuck up an iPod, I know how to do it. It's not completely fucked up, it's partly fixed.
Yeah.
More or less. It's cheaper than buying a new one, that's for goddamn certain.
Did you have to replace any of it, or just soak it all in rice?
I took it apart, and I had to replace the battery, and that was all. The screen's all fucked up, but I can still read it, so I didn't replace the screen. I'm a simple man, I don't need to read. I barely even know how.
Same.
I always feel like one of these days, like, this anti-intellectual streak that I have is going to come back to haunt me.
Why?
I don't know.
How?
I feel like when I
What
say
scenario?
this, I feel like in the, like, okay, let's say that I'm doing a job interview.
Oh yeah.
And I start coughing really bad. And the person doing the interview is like, "Oh, why are you coughing like that?" And I have to be like, "Oh shit! I just dropped a giant metal box on Goombo's head or whatever his name is."
Oh no.
He'll be fine. He's tough. I need to destroy this little helicopter up here. What the fuck? They'll say, like, "Oh, we watched one of your YouTube videos and you said that reading is for nerds and you like doing drugs." Like, hell yeah. Yeah, I do, bitch. That's what I'll say in the job interview.
Yes.
I don't know. It's really weird to me. Like, I hate smart people. I hate rich people. I can't stand any of it.
It is. Yeah.
Do you get really embarrassed when you see somebody do like an actually?
Yeah, but that's how I was raised.
To do
I was one of those people.
Oh,
yeah, when I was a teenager.
No.
Yeah.
I'm glad you grew out of it.
Yeah, that's kind of why I hate it more so than I think a normal person would, because
I was that way too, and I used to correct people's grammar in internet arguments.
Oh no, Sam.
Oh yeah, I totally did. Like, that kind of shit.
Yeah.
I really don't want that to come back and get me. Because everybody will think I'm a nerd.
Everyone does awful things on the internet these days. It's normal.
I try not to now. Now I just don't care. I try not to do nerdy shit on the internet, I said, while streaming myself playing a video game.
Nerdy doesn't mean anything anymore.
It really doesn't.
It's like the word feminism. It doesn't really mean anything anymore because it's just been so... Oh, Jesus. You know?
I always get tickled by the people that are like, "Oh, I'm such a nerd. I just went to see the Avengers movie." I'm like, oh yeah, that multi-billion-dollar corporation that put out a movie that millions of people saw. Yeah, what a geek.
Does anyone say that? Do I just not have those people on my Facebook feed or interact with them?
You probably don't. I'm not sure. I see people say it all the time, and like, people are like, oh, I'm such a dweeb, I watch Doctor Who, and I'm like, oh yeah, one of the biggest television production companies in the world.
Yeah.
Made a hit sci-fi television show that makes, with a bunch of handsome people that you want to watch kiss.
Is Doctor Who coming back this Christmas?
Yes,
or is it next Christmas?
It's this Christmas.
I associate it with Christmas.
They're gonna put a yucky girl as the Doctor. Ugh.
Ugh.
What a nerd! What a! I can't believe feminists won Doctor Who.
I wanted Sandy Toksvig to be the Doctor for years, and now she's doing the Great British Bake Off. And
who's that?
Oh, I suppose you wouldn't have heard of her. That's because she does all panel shows. That's how I know who she is. And you guys don't have those over there.
Hold on, I've watched the Great British Bake Off.
Yeah, but it's the new version with what's his face? Fucking Mighty Boosh fella is in it.
Oh,
he presents it with Sandy Toksvig. Yeah.
I like. Is Paul Hollywood still on the show?
Yes, he is.
I like when Paul Hollywood goes, "Oh, the sponge is lovely," because it sounds really
good
funny.
Accent.
Thank you. But I like it when he says that because it always tickles me.
Is it Great British Bake Off where they always go on about soggy bottoms?
Yeah, that's the one.
But it's MasterChef where they go on about the buttery biscuit base.
Oh, is that the thing in MasterChef with you guys?
Oh, I don't know.
We have a completely different view of MasterChef here. Because I've watched English MasterChef.
Yeah.
Like, over here, like, for some reason, every Gordon Ramsay show over here is all like, you never know what that crazy asshole Gordon Ramsay's gonna do next.
He's so funny, isn't he?
He's fucking weird. But like,
what is it with Americans loving the mean British men?
Like, British
you love
guy.
Simon Cowell. You just love him. You love Piers Morgan, and you love Gordon Ramsay. Who else is there?
We don't love Piers Morgan.
Who does?
I think that fucking everybody on the planet, including like his parents, hate Piers Morgan.
Well, that's what he deserves. Like,
yeah,
disgraced journalist Piers Morgan.
But yeah, we really love like Simon Cowell and the guy from Dragon's Den has been on a few things. The asshole from Dragon's Den. I forget his name, but I've seen him in other stuff. And then when I saw him on Dragon's Den, I was like, oh, it's that guy.
I've never watched the British Dragon's Den, and I've only ever seen one episode of the Irish Dragon's Den.
You've got your own? Everybody's got a fucking Dragon's Den. Except here in America, we call it Shark Tank because we don't know what dragons are here.
Oh, because they're not native to America.
Right, yeah, dragons. You guys have got dragons over there in Europe. But,
Europe.
That's how the Germans say Europe.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
Is it?
They call it Europe. Or Europa.
I rope, you rope, he, she rope.
Yeah, that's it.
My favorite word from German is Upsilon, which means
the letter
Y.
Yeah.
Oh. But that's like, you can tell I only did like 3 German classes because I got through the alphabet, and that's it.
I always like the little song that you can sing to remember how to conjugate. Damn it! Damn it! Damn it!
Oh.
Damn it! I just blew up a bomb and fell off the side of a mountain into a lava waterfall.
Well, boo-hoo! It's a lot worse.
What is it? The song to conjugate to be in German.
Sing it for me.
Ich bin, du bist, sie ist, sind, wir seid, sie sind. It's just a little like, it's not really even a song, it's just
Yeah, it's barely anything.
It's just a little chant.
Do you think the Illuminati is real?
Oh, definitely. I don't know that it's necessarily... Here's the thing. I think if there was a secret organization running everything, like, you know, and nobody knows about it, we don't know about it. I think the Illuminati could, like, the concept of the Illuminati could very well be a cover by the Illuminati. Like the actual Illuminati.
Yes.
Because we wouldn't know about it. But I do think that there are people pulling the strings that we don't know about. Definitely.
Well, I don't know. I feel like we do know about them, and they're called rich people. And...
Oh, yeah, that's absolutely true.
And we don't know the specifics of what they're doing, but we do know that, you know...
We do know that they don't have our best interests at heart and would be alright if we all died tomorrow. Like,
they are pulling strings. Yeah.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
But I don't know, when it comes to, like...
I don't think it's like a bunch of Satanists meeting in secret under the Pentagon or whatever, though.
I think, for a huge secret organization, I just think people are not that good at working together.
No,
do you know what I mean?
Not at all. Yeah, like a one-world government situation where all the nations of the world are in on it, and like,
yeah,
Israel and Palestine are only in conflict because these people have said that it's happening and shit like
yeah.
that.
See, that's the thing. I just think that humans are just too shit for that ever to work. For that ever to really be the case.
That's a good point too, actually. I do have a suspicion though that there's something going on. You know, I don't know why. I don't know who's doing it, but probably. I think that there somewhere in the world is like a council of like 12 people. And they live underground, and they have, like, unlimited power and money and influence.
Why would they live underground, though?
Because that's scary, right?
It's spooky.
They're possibly ghosts.
Yes. What is it in The Simpsons? Who's in the Illuminati in that? Dracula is, isn't he?
Yeah,
but also
Dracula.
Kent Brockman.
And Kent Brockman. And eventually Homer Simpson. There's an alien, and the stone
I don't remember
cutters.
who else. Yeah.
Shit. Oh, Lenny and Carl are too.
Yeah.
Do you know what that? I recently was in a traffic incident.
Oh, really?
Wait, no, not an accident. Like that sounded a lot worse. I was stuck in traffic. I don't know why I said it like that. But I was stuck in construction traffic on the highway, right? Mm-hmm. And I was behind a truck that said like "proud member of the Freemasons," and every Christian Freemason should join the Knights Templar.
Wow.
And it said, like, I'm a Templar, you should be too, and, like, all this shit. I was like, okay, for one, if this guy is Illuminati, he's doing a real shitty job of hiding things. Second, you know you can just join the Knights Templar?
The most I know about it is from my brother and me.
Okay, this isn't, like, a joke or nothing. You just call the Knights Templar... Give them your credit card number, and they charge you like $30 a month. Bingo, you're in the Illuminati.
And then what? You go to meetings?
And just, like, hang out. I don't know what you do when you're a Knight Templar.
Filth?
No.
Okay. Well, that's all I had to say.
Alright. I mean, I've seen filth, like
grime.
Yeah, like... cleaning out underneath the runners and the dishwasher and stuff, you know. There's all that old food down there.
What was I gonna say? It's gone.
You said that you asked me if I'd seen filth.
Yeah, he's in the Freemasons in that, and they just do a lot of cocaine.
That sounds fun.
And wear suits and shake hands with each other.
The Freemasons were really demystified for me once. Danielle used to work for a tattoo studio, and her boss was like, actually, he was also a major cokehead, apparently. And he said that his dad was in the Freemasons, so he was also in the Masons.
Of course.
And he was just like some scummy tattoo artist that was on cocaine, and we ate at Denny's together. And I was just like, oh, okay.
Denny's does breakfast food?
Denny's does diner food, so you can order breakfast all day, but you can also get like a hamburger or a steak or something there.
Okay.
Also, when I say you can get a steak, I mean you can get like a piece of beef that's kind of gray and has been on a grill.
Oh, okay.
Like, it's not good food. Denny's is like a step above fast food.
Okay.
But Denny's is also really good if you're like drunk and it's 3 in the morning and you want some scrambled eggs.
They're open 24 hours?
Open 24 hours, yes.
Wow, okay.
Shit,
I always thought it was amazing in movies when Americans would go to diners in the middle of the night.
Oh yeah, the things close in Europe, don't they? Like,
yeah.
Like, what about, like, okay, this is my question. I had a teacher that taught me a lot about Germany, because I took German classes for many years.
Yes.
And, she used to say stuff, and, like, I don't know if it's true or not, and you're closer to Germany than I am, right?
I've been twice.
Oh my god. That's so exotic to me, but that's just like me saying I've been to Florida. Like,
Yeah,
I always forget, like, everything's close together over there.
Yeah.
But anyway, Germany. Like, they said that there was no foothold for Walmart in Germany because stores close at, like, 7 at night.
Yeah.
Is that true? Like, Walmart's not doing good over there?
There's no Walmarts in Ireland.
That's crazy to me. Like, here's the thing. I haven't been to a Walmart in probably 5 years, just because I refuse.
I think the same company that owns Walmart, though, owns something like Asda or, you know, some other chain of shops here.
You guys have, your big thing is Tesco over there, is that right?
Yeah.
Like, that would be your closest thing to a Walmart?
Yes.
What time do they close?
There was a 24-hour Tesco when I was a teenager, but now it's, like, open till, like, 10 or 11.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, but in my town, no, things are closed. The garages, like those, what do you call them? Gas stations. They're the things that stay open the latest, and they usually close at, like, 10. But when I was growing up, things would, like, because I come from, like, a really small town, when I was really young, there was just nothing open on Sundays. Like, Sundays were dead.
You know, I also grew up in a small town, and things would still close on Sundays there.
Yeah.
It was odd. Like, things like, you know, like, movie theaters and stuff would be open. But pretty much everything else. This fucking jabbering skull is pissing me off. Man, this is probably just poison to stream it. Look how dark it is.
I like your Halloween costume.
Yeah, I'm a skeleton.
It's very cool.
Yeah, I love that they put this stupid outfit in this game. So, like, 24-hour gas station's not a thing there.
Some places, I'm sure, do have 24-hour ones, but not where I am. I'm not in a city, so...
See, it's weird for me to come across a gas station that closes.
That's weird.
Yeah, right? Like, if I come up to a gas station at the night and it's closed, I'm like, what the fuck?
What happened here?
Right, yeah, it's mysterious to me. There's one down the road from where I live, and I'm always thinking, like, oh, I'll just run into that gas station and grab what I need, and then nope. Because I'm always wandering around in the middle of the night like a creep.
I remember when I was living in Galway, there was this small shop that would stay open all night, and I'd go in there and get a chicken roll sometimes.
What's a chicken roll?
Oh God, do you know what chicken goujons are?
Not a clue.
Oh, they're like chicken dippers.
Oh, like a
Breaded chicken.
like a chicken nugget?
Kind of, but bigger.
Oh, like a chicken strip.
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like you get like a
chicken
baguette.
finger?
I don't know, but you get like a baguette, right?
Yeah.
Medium-sized baguette, so that's about 7 inches. And you say, "Can I have a chicken roll?" And then you go to the deli counter and you ask for chicken roll, and then they take out you might get, actually sometimes you do get like a full breast fillet, but breaded, and they like say, "Do you want butter or mayonnaise?" And then you choose, and then you get like a choice of like 2 or 3 salads on top as well, so like lettuce or tomatoes, and get a cutted like chicken fillet, and it's like one of the most popular foods in Ireland.
So it's basically a chicken sandwich.
Yes.
I'd just call it a chicken sandwich if I were to order something.
Would you?
Like that.
See, when I say chicken sandwich, I picture plain chicken inside 2 slices of bread.
I guess it would be like a fried chicken sandwich or a crispy chicken sandwich is how we go here.
Yeah.
But we don't put it on a baguette, it's like on a hamburger bun.
Oh, that's not... Baguettes are delicious.
Baguettes are a lot better, I agree.
Mm.
See, like, this is the weirdest thing. It's like you live in a foreign country, but you speak English. I don't get it.
What's going on? Oh, and stuffing. You get stuffing as well.
Stuffing?
Yes, most people get stuffing on their chicken rolls.
Like bread and, like, chicken stock stuffing. We're talking about the same thing, right?
Wait, do you have wet stuffing? I'm talking about, it's like a blend of, like...
What is this?
Herbs and onions and breadcrumbs.
It's kind of goopy, though. It's almost like a bread pudding, right?
It's not that goopy.
Not as goopy
It's
as...
a bit,
okay, yeah, we're
it's a bit
talking
moist.
about... Okay, stuffing is the same thing here as it is there.
Okay. Yeah, so in the deli counter you would have salads and meats and a big thing of stuffing. And you get that in your sandwich.
I think that'd be okay.
Yeah.
What a weird place you live in. Crazy Ireland. I'm not trying to knock it or anything. I'm sure it's nice.
No, that's okay.
It's just very different from America, and I've never been out of the country ever. And I know very few foreign people. I always feel like I'm, like, interrogating you when I talk to you about this shit.
No, it's like I said before we started the stream. I like talking to people. I like the company.
I'm always very, like... I'm very curious about other places, because I've always wanted to travel, but it's very expensive.
Yeah, it's really expensive.
And
to get out of America, it must be awful. Because, like, going to places in Europe, you know, it costs you less than €50.
Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah, that's nuts. Like, here's the other thing. Like, it costs a lot of money just to go to, like, Florida here.
Oh, really?
Like, I've barely been outside of the state that I live in.
Yeah.
I've been to New York. I've been to, I've been to Pennsylvania, New York. I've been to Nebraska.
Oh.
I live in Indianapolis, which is 3 hours away from Chicago. I've been to Chicago twice in my entire life.
Wow.
Like, I don't know. I don't travel a lot. I'd like to do more. But, like, when you go to Chicago, or you go anywhere in America, for one, like, it's just all the same shit. It's like fucking KFC and Walmart, and, like, it's all just the same shit. You're just in a different place. Like, if you go to Italy or something, you're in Italy.
You
Like,
have no idea what's going on.
right. You're in, like, someplace foreign and exotic. What the fuck is that up there? But yeah, like man, my buddy Danny came to visit me,
Mm-hmm.
and like even Canada is way different than America,
Yeah.
because like Danny was just overwhelmed that there's just shit everywhere here.
What do you mean by shit?
Like just stuff everywhere. Like in Canada, there's like wilderness.
Oh, yeah.
We don't do wilderness here. Like wilderness ain't a thing in America anymore.
Even in, like, Washington.
Well, we do have wilderness, but like most of the time, if there's just like a place that isn't a city, it's farmland here.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. But we went to we just went driving from my town to my hometown, which is in a rural area. But just like all along the highway, it's just like billboards and power lines and like businesses every few miles and like
Oh, Jesus.
yeah, there's no just like open empty spaces.
Well, there aren't really many of those here either.
It's hell.
Oh, God. It sounds miserable. I listened to that podcast, Shit Town. That was amazing.
Yeah, Shittown was really good.
I loved it.
Holy shit, yeah, I really liked that a lot. I felt really bad for that guy.
He reminds me of my dad.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Including the, like...
Gay stuff? No.
Yeah, the weird gay stuff?
Well, it wasn't really weird gay stuff, was it? It seemed
It
actually
was.
very...
It was very weird gay stuff, because he was having people pierce his nipples and shit, and, like...
I don't think that was anything to do with him being gay, was it?
I think it was a self-flagellation kind of thing that he
Yeah.
was doing. But I think it was, like, self-flagellation in a self-hating gay kind of way.
Oh, because he hated his sexuality.
I think that was part of it.
Yeah.
That's what I got out of it, anyway. And if he hadn't
Yes,
grown
no,
up
that
in
makes sense.
Shit Town,
Yeah.
it wouldn't have been a big deal for him.
Oh, God. Oh, my God. Do you remember when that guy he was seeing for a while started talking about how much Brokeback Mountain meant to him?
Yeah.
Jeez, that was so sweet and so sad.
It was a very sad thing. I really liked that. What was his name? He had like one of those weird names, like Everett or Emery or something like that. Shit.
Aloysius, I don't know.
Aloysius Dividender Abercrombie was his name.
And that man's name was Francis Ford Coppola.
He's famous.
Oh, he is, yeah.
Like I just reminded you that Francis Ford Coppola is famous. Oh yeah!
Sure, I know him from something else.
I would love it if like you just knew Francis Ford Coppola. And I was like, oh, he's famous. You're like, oh yeah, he did direct The Godfather. Shit. Francis, get in here. You hear what this Joker just said?
My friend's talking shit about you.
Like, I don't know. Like, I like living in America. It seems like an okay place for the most part.
It's so big.
We're really big, and like, and a lot of it's bullshit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I feel like a lot of stuff that we do here in America is just like when Danny said that there's no wilderness, that bothered me for some reason. Like, I don't know. We've basically, like, I think it's this way the whole world, but I think America's the best at it. And it's just like, nothing fucking means anything anymore here.
Yes.
Like, nothing matters, and like, everything's like entertainment.
What do you mean?
Like our news nowadays.
Oh, God. Yeah.
Like that, not to get too fucking Alex Jones here or whatever, but like the news that we have in this country is all like sensationalist nonsense.
Yes.
And it's not like I've listened to Canadian news, and like I prefer Canadian news because they just tell you what's happening.
Yeah. But I can see that it's starting to happen here.
Oh, it's stupid.
But it's people trying to make money, you know? They're gonna give you something they can sell you rather than
something that you can use and would benefit you in any way. It drives me crazy. I'm a grouch about that kind of thing, though.
Well, it's hard not to be. I don't know. It's like
I've been embracing nihilism in a way.
What do you mean by that? What is nihilism exactly?
Nihilism is just kind of basically feeling like nothing really matters and nothing means anything, and like.
Yes.
But like, nihilists are also usually very racist, so I'm trying not to.
Are they?
Yeah, I'm trying not to do that part of nihilism.
Are they?
I think so.
Jesus, have you ever read Nausea by Sartre?
Sartre? No.
Sartre. It's one of those things that's very much like nothing means anything.
I think that's a healthy thing to think.
Well, it can be and it can't be.
Or it is.
Do you know? It is B.
I think I should probably read it then, because that's how I feel a lot of the time.
Oh, it's very depressing, Sam. No, I read it when I was like 18, and I was very depressed, and it just made me feel sick. Well, I suppose that's the name of the book, isn't it? Yeah.
Let's talk about happy stuff again. What other weird foods you eat over there in Freakville?
Well, I've told you about breakfast rolls, haven't I?
Breakfast roll sounded awesome, by the way.
We just kind of put stuff in rolls over here.
Yeah, you just, like, make everything into a sandwich.
Yeah.
Which I'm cool with.
A sandwich, but in a baguette, so it's kind of like a baton of food. Kind of like how you would do with a burrito over there.
But
you can hold it in one
somebody
hand
with it.
and chow down.
We do all kinds of stupid shit with burritos. Like, have you seen the sushi burrito?
Oh, no, I haven't.
It's a burrito full of rice and fish.
And is it wrapped up in seaweed, like?
Yeah.
So it's just a really long, kind of...
It's a really long sushi.
I don't think you could call that a burrito, could you?
People do.
Well...
I mean,
I made tofu today.
Did you?
And I wasn't sure when it was cooked or not, because it doesn't really change color.
I don't
So...
think I've ever made sushi, or made tofu.
Yeah.
What did you cook it in? Because I know that, like, the basic idea of tofu is you cook it in something so it'll taste good.
Yes, I marinated it for, like, over a day?
What?
2 days, maybe?
Is that how long you have to do it?
No, it's not how... I just did it because that's when it was convenient for me to cook it.
Oh, okay.
But I marinated it in, like, soy sauce and balsamic vinegar and a bunch of spices and some ginger as well. And then I just fried it.
I would really enjoy if you said, oh yeah, I cooked some tofu, and I'm like, oh, what did you cook it in? And you were like, bacon and eggs. Like, you just completely defeat the point of eating tofu.
You know, it actually doesn't. Well, a few years ago, I read this book, How Not to Die, and it's just about all the... It's one guy who sat down and was like, right, I'm going to actually make a comprehensive list of all these food studies that actually mean something, and not the ones that are just, like, bullshit, you know?
Hogwash, yeah.
Yeah, like, studies that have actually been done well, and he put it all together, and he said, it actually seems like beans are quite good for you. And tofu kind of counts as a bean because it has, it's made out of soybeans.
Yeah, it's soy.
Yeah, so it actually does have nutritional benefits in that way because Dr. Greger, he's your man who put all this shit together, and he says that you should have 3 servings of beans a day. So...
That's a lot of beans.
It is, well, I think it's just like a handful of beans as a serving.
Still, okay, can you eat all 3 servings of beans at once? Just eat like a shitload of beans?
Imagine if you had a handful of tofu cubes that you'd fried up there a few hours ago, and then you also had kind of like lentils, or like chickpeas and like some sort of tomato sauce or something. Do you know, you could eat that, and then, I don't know, if you
Let's
had
say-
hummus for lunch, then you'd have all your 3 beans.
Let's just say that you had a handful of soy,
Yeah.
a handful of tofu, right?
Yes.
And you eat that, and then you eat a whole birthday cake,
Mm-hmm.
and how do I turn this fire off, you reckon?
Water.
Possibly.
Those symbols, I'd say, have something to do with it.
What if I can just run in? Nope.
This room is weird.
Yeah, you can rotate it.
Cool.
I don't remember how to do this. I'll figure it out while we're talking here. But you eat a whole birthday cake,
Mm-hmm.
and then you put your finger down your throat and throw it all back up.
Yes.
You will definitely lose weight. Right?
Yeah, but would it be healthy?
Who cares? You need to look
You're
good.
gonna be hot.
You're gonna be hot, and you're gonna be able to be on the dancing team.
Oh, I love dancing.
Well, the only way you'll ever be a dancer is if you throw up all the food you eat, Lydia. That's how it works. By the way, I'm really trying to get into the Lifetime Movie of the Week circuit and start making those. And
Mm-hmm.
I've totally got to make the Lydia story. So if you could develop an eating disorder real quick so I can make a movie
Jesus.
about it.
I have loads of friends with eating disorders.
Do you really?
Well, sure, who doesn't have one? Do you know what I mean?
Now I feel bad for making jokes about it.
Oh, no.
Okay, I don't feel bad anymore. I'm going to make more jokes about it. But I've never had a friend that had a eating disorder, no.
Well, I binge eat.
Do you
I don't
really?
purge, though. Yeah, well, I've stopped.
You know, I get
Mostly.
I do the thing where I eat my feelings. Like, if I'm feeling bad,
Mm-hmm.
I'll go, fuck it, I'll eat a whole birthday cake and, like, 3 handfuls of beans.
Yeah, no, same. That's what I mean. So it's disordered eating, but I don't know if it counts as an eating disorder. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
And I think, I'd say the majority of people have disordered eating.
Yeah, because, like, there's a big obesity problem in the world.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. You have a point. I'm sorry I made fun of eating disorders.
Well,
Needles, do you need something? He's in here staring at me.
oh, he loves you.
No, he probably wants something.
He wants love.
Oh, do you know what he wants? He heard me get my cough drop out of the bag, and his treat bags sound like that.
Oh.
Yeah, you just want food, don't you, you greedy thing? You dirty dog. I hate this thing.
You love him.
I kinda hate him.
You love him.
Nah, I like beating him and being mean to him and scaring him.
And loving him.
Yeah, I'm scratching him under the chin while we're talking. He went absolutely fucking bonkers when I let him outside earlier because it was snowing and he really likes snow.
Oh.
And the very first thing he did was he looked outside and his tail started wagging and he got all excited. And then he ran out the front door, or the back door rather, and he got down on his haunches and just took a great big bite of snow right off the ground. Put it right in his mouth.
What a good boy.
Yeah, he was excited. He had snow all over his beard when he came inside because he was eating all the snow.
He's so hungry.
Because I don't feed him. No, I give him ice cubes all the time as treats.
Really?
Because he's stupid as shit and thinks that it's food. And so, like, you give him an ice cube and he's just like, oh yeah, holy shit, this is awesome! He doesn't know
I
it's
remember
just
one time
water.
reading in one of those celebrity magazines, Mariah Carey. Do you know they have those little bits in celebrity magazines? It was just a thing saying, when Mariah Carey feels hungry but she doesn't want to eat, she eats an ice cube.
What? Now, here's my question. Is Mariah Carey secretly a labradoodle?
Perhaps.
Or is she explicitly a labradoodle?
It's very clear, and it's actually kind of a leitmotif in all of her music.
Right? It's something she's never tried to hide, that she was a labradoodle. But she never really confirmed it either. Why does this door close on its own?
It's just looking for something to do, do you know?
Hold on, I'm gonna take this treasure chest out of this room, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna carry it over here.
Yeah.
With my rainbow magnet.
Amazing.
I'm gonna set it on top of this. And the fire goes away. Oh, but I can't climb on it because now it's really hot and on fire.
Yeah.
I need to get in there, right?
Mm-hmm.
That much is clear.
Do you have to solve a puzzle?
Probably. And I thought that I could cheat by just putting something on top of the fire.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, that didn't work. So let's rotate the room. And see if anything changes.
Can you not rotate it so it's like upside down and the flames shoot?
I can't. I can only rotate it 90 degrees.
Okay.
Can I crouch through this? Just tiptoe under? Nope. It still sets me on fire.
Through fire. I watched Get Out today.
Oh shit! Oh shit! It just pushed me through! I made it!
Oh.
I don't think I should be in here. Oh, you watched Get Out?
Yes.
Because for whatever reason it was classified as a comedy and you thought it would be really funny?
That's really fucked up.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
I loved Get Out, but it was not a very funny movie.
No, it was not.
It was written
a
by
comedy.
a comedian, but it wasn't a comedy.
It's fucking traumatic is what it is.
Yeah, it was a really good movie, though. I loved it.
Oh god, yeah. No, I'd never seen it before today.
It was, I watched it a couple of weeks ago. One of the best horror movies I've seen in a very long time.
Mm-hmm.
Just because, it's true. Like,
yeah. Fucking hell.
it's very disturbing. I loved Stephen Root in it. He was
Who's
the blind fella.
Oh god. He's a good baddie, isn't he?
Yeah, he was really good at being a bad guy. He's never really played a bad guy in anything I've seen before.
He's in... What is he in? Is he like Dodgeball or something? Where do I know him from? He's something goofy in something.
He was in Office Space.
That's
He was
it.
the I Believe You Have My Stapler guy.
That's fucking it, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
I think that's the only thing I know him from.
He was in the show called News Radio. Have
Oh,
you
I've
ever
never seen
watched King of the Hill?
No.
He plays Bill Dauterive in King of the Hill.
Do you know what? I have seen News Radio. Is that the one with the guy from Kids in the Hall in it?
Yeah, Dave Foley's in it, yes.
And Podcast MMA Man.
Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
They are both in that show.
I have seen it.
I've got a-
And the other guy is in it. Voice Man. Kent Brockman.
Yeah,
Is that
Phil
him?
Hartman. Yes.
Yeah.
You're correct. He wasn't Kent Brockman, though.
Oh, no.
He was
Who is-
Lionel Hutz and Troy
Oh, yes.
McClure.
Yes.
Look, we
I'm
got
just crazy about Kent
Fireblight
Brockman.
Gannon here.
Yay!
It's our old
Or is that a bad
pal.
thing?
He's a bad guy, but
Do you have to fight him?
yeah.
Oh.
It's not a big deal.
What's a Ganon?
Ganon is the bad guy.
Oh.
This is an aspect of Ganon. It's not the one himself.
An aspect.
Yeah, he's kind of,
Hologram.
yeah...
Horcrux.
Yeah, kind of a Horcrux, maybe? It's really easy
A
to
little
kill
bit
him.
of
You
it.
just have to go hit him in the dick with a sword over and over again.
sounds like my ex-wife.
Heyo! So, like, that flaming ball is dangerous. No shit, Sherlock!
Who is saying that to you?
I don't know. Probably Daruk. Oh shit, hang on. Daruk is on
fire. Can you hear my cat pawing at the door?
I can. What's he want?
He wants to sit on me.
You can allow that to happen.
I have to get up and let him in.
Yeah, fuck him then.
Okay, no, I need to let him in. I love him.
Oh wait, I know what I need to do.
Hello. Come in. I love you. He's here.
You just told the cat that you love him.
Did you hear that? Oh.
Yeah, I did.
He wants to get under the blanket.
Ah, shit! I thought that would work. Okay, I'm gonna try it again. I thought that I could knock that fireball back at him, but when I hit it, it just exploded and hurt me. Hold on, we're gonna try it again, though. 'Cause I never learned my lesson!
What is the green circle?
That's my, stamina. So, like,
Okay.
I can sprint for a short time, but, when I run out of the, green circle, he has to stop and catch his breath.
Yes.
You know, I talk to my dog in that same tone of voice, because I know he likes it.
Yeah.
Oh, your regular attacks won't work. I need to do a spin attack. Okay. I'm good. I figured this out. You're okay! Yeah, I'm fine. But I like to talk about how I'm, like I told you earlier, I like to talk about eating him all the time.
Yes.
I think that would be like, that should be every animal's, like, main fear is, like, being eaten. And, I like to pinch his legs and be like, aha, this leg's getting pretty fatty, we're gonna have to shave you and roast you up. And then he, like, wags his tail and looks happy. Because it doesn't matter what you say to him.
Sometimes Homer does sit like a chicken.
See? You think about eating your pets, too.
Yeah, no, it's normal. It's healthy.
What the fuck am I supposed to do here? Because I did a spin attack and that didn't work either.
Maybe try talk to him?
Hey, Fireblight Ganon, quit throwing fireballs at me, you stooge.
Hey, bud. Hey, what's going on with you?
Wait, can I parry it back at him? Like this? Oh
Good
shit.
kitty.
My shield broke. How do I do this? Why am I doing bad, Lydia?
I don't know.
Hold on, let's charge this attack up all the way.
I don't play video games.
I mean, I arguably do. Not
One
very
might
well
say.
or anything. Get it together. I don't know what to do, Daruk! You piece of shit! Why don't you just fucking tell me what to do, you asshole? Watch him before he tries to blast you. I've been watching him. He's got a shield, so I can't shoot him.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, I'm gonna try shooting it with a regular arrow, maybe? I don't know. This guy's an asshole.
I hate him.
Fireblight Ganon, you know what? I've known better Ganons than you. You know what the other cool thing about having a pet is they get, like, irrationally afraid of things.
Oh, yeah.
Last night, I don't know what was going on, but all of a sudden, Needles stood up from the bed, because he was sitting on the bed watching a movie with me.
Mm-hmm.
He stood up. Hold on, I'm gonna pause this game and look up how to beat this fucker. I've done it before, I just don't remember how, and I'm getting frustrated. Okay, Google, how do you defeat the second phase of Fireblight Ganon? You're supposed to read it to me. Guide above, you should have good above. Ice arrows. One shot with them will destroy the fireball. If you don't have any ice arrows, just hide behind large objects to avoid being hit. Don't try attacking unless surrounded by the yellow or nothing can get past him except. He sucks in all that is around him. The key to breaking the attack is toss a bomb in. Okay, I've got to throw a bomb at him.
Oh, okay. Do you have a bomb?
Yeah, I got tons of bombs.
Oh, cool.
Okay, yeah, he goes, and then I go, pow, and then he falls on the ground. Alright, cool. I thought it was going to be a situation... Okay, so here's what I was thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Every other time that you fight Ganon in any of these games, you do a thing where he shoots a fireball at you and you knock it back at him with your sword, right?
Oh, okay.
And so that's where I was stuck, because I was like, oh yeah, this is the one that you deflect the attack with a sword.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hang on, he's gonna do this stupid shit. Get the fuck out of here.
He's a big bully.
Yeah, Ganon's not a good dude. He's dead now, though, so...
Is he the main bad man in the Zelda games?
Yes, he is. So, there's a concept called the Triforce in The Legend of Zelda, right?
And it's a bunch of triangles. I've seen it. I've seen people with tattoos of it, like...
I have a tattoo of it.
Oh, do you?
I do. I have a tattoo of Link on my leg, and there's a Triforce in it.
Mm-hmm.
But the three aspects of the Triforce are wisdom, power, and courage, right?
Yes.
And so, Link is courage, Zelda is wisdom, and Ganon is power.
Okay.
And so Ganon always is like... They get reincarnated, basically. Like,
Okay.
it's not like a series where it's always the same Link, Zelda, and Ganon. But, like, every one of these games takes, like, 1,000 years apart, and they're reincarnations of the hero, the villain, and the sorceress.
Okay.
But yeah, that's kind of how it always works in Zelda games. But, like, Ganon's the main bad guy. And sometimes he's a man, sometimes he's a big pig. Sometimes he's a man that turns into a pig. In this one, he's a giant evil purple cloud that eventually turns into a pig. Which...
That's interesting.
Yeah.
The idea of the wisdom and courage keeping power in check.
Right, yeah.
But courage is the one that needs to be actively used to do so.
Right.
Because that's the playable one.
Right, yeah.
That's interesting. I like that.
They do a lot of interesting stuff in these stories. I like that, especially in this one, Link is referred to as the hero a lot. Like, he's the hero of the winds in the Wind Waker game. He's the hero of time in the Ocarina of Time. In this, they call him the hero of the wild, or whatever it is. In this game in particular, sometimes you're not really doing something heroic, you're just helping somebody out, which I like a lot.
Yeah.
Like, there's just, like, a little girl wants to cook dinner for her dad, and she's out of eggs, so you give her an egg.
Oh.
Like, I
like
really...
a hero would.
Right. You're not necessarily saving the world with everything that you do, but...
Yeah.
Showing kindness and compassion. I like that a lot.
That's really nice.
Look, Daruk's gonna give me a new superpower.
What is it?
Daruk's Protection. It hasn't appeared on screen yet, but I know what it's called. It's just Daruk's Protection.
Thank you, Daruk.
Now I got a force field.
Very cool.
Very cool. For myself, personally, I like those videos you've been posting where you're using the cat filter on fucking Facebook to put cats on them. That really tickles me.
I love them so much.
They're really good, right?
Are they? I was watching some of their old stuff and I was like, they think they're punk, don't they? It clicked for me. I was like, they think they're edgy. I didn't realize it before.
Their older stuff, yes. I think now they've kind of steered away from that. They still do it, but not nearly as much.
Yeah, like somehow they think they're sticking it to the man.
I think in a way they are.
I think so too. I really like the fact that they're based not in LA. I like that they're people who are making like really popular content for YouTube and they're just in their hometown. They didn't move to LA, you know?
Right,
like most people do.
Or New York or some. They're in Milwaukee.
Yeah. That's probably my favorite thing about them, actually.
Right. Yeah, I enjoy those guys quite a bit. I like that they're not monsters, right?
Yeah.
They're just some goofy guys who like talking about movies.
Yeah.
And I like that they demonize their fans a lot of the time.
Yeah.
And call them
but that's the thing, I think they kind of hate themselves for making the content that they do.
Yeah,
like,
there's definitely an aspect of that.
So of course it's like, you know, if you don't love yourself, how the hell are you gonna love somebody else? Of course, they don't like their fans, you know? Because they don't respect themselves. How could they respect someone that likes their stuff?
It's true. Yeah, there's a lot of self-loathing in their shows too.
But that is what's so ultimately relatable about the whole thing.
It's true. I love I love that you can instantly tell if Mike edited an episode to see how many times there are slow zooms on Rich Evans.
Yes.
Mike bullying Rich is one of my favorite things in the world.
I think it's so funny because, like, just thinking about it, like, you know, F. Scott Fitzgerald had Zelda Fitzgerald. She was his muse. And for Mike Stoklasa, it's Rich Evans. He's his muse. He is his inspiration. He's the star of all of his everything. He's just...
Rich Evans is Mike's muse.
Yeah, like,
That's beautiful.
It's obvious when you think about it. He is Space Cop.
That's so true.
He is Plinkett, you know? He's his everything.
It's Mike's entire goal in life. Oh, hang on, this is the new content, I think. The spirits of the champions are free!
Hell yeah!
I did it!
You did it.
I did it! Crane, I did it! Crane! I did it, Crane. I did it for the Gorons, and I did it for Zelda. Oh, hey, it's that dude again. I love his little legs.
He's cute.
He's built like me. I've got incredibly short legs.
Do you?
I'm a tall person, but I've, like, freakishly short legs.
So you're all torso.
Seriously, like, when I sit down in a car, like, my head always touches the top ceiling of it.
Oh, wow.
Because, like, all of my height is from the waist up. It's insane. My inseam on my pants is, like, 28 inches.
What does that mean? What's an inseam?
That's from the cuff of the pants to the crotch.
Okay.
Like, how long the legs of the pants are.
Oh, wow. Oh, I'm the same.
Yeah, and I'm 6 feet tall.
Yeah, I'm 5'2".
Like a third of my height is just my legs. Like less than a third. It's usually about half. Like, I'm a very strangely proportioned person, so I always like the Gorons because they look like me.
Yeah, because I've noticed you always draw yourself like that.
I always draw myself incredibly short, too.
Mm.
I always draw myself very small, but I'm actually...
Well, that's that whole elf thing, isn't it? That's...
Well, I am an elf.
Yes.
Ideally, I'm the size of a milk jug, and I just run around grabbing people's knees and stealing stuff.
Ideally.
But
Ideally, I would just be a ball of gas. Or...
Yeah, like a sentient ball of light.
Yeah.
I think
I would be a will-o'-the-wisp.
I would want to be like a ghost, but I'd definitely be like a trickster ghost.
Of course.
Not necessarily a Beetlejuice, but same kind of energy.
Same vibe.
I'd just run around scaring people. Like, I definitely wouldn't try to kidnap Winona Ryder.
No.
And marry her against her will. But I'd definitely scare the shit out of her pedophile father.
Is her father a pedophile?
Yes. Jeffrey Jones, the actor, got in big trouble.
Oh! Really?
Yeah, he got caught with child pornography, and I don't think he went to jail, but he's a sex
Why
offender.
the fuck not?
Maybe he did go to jail. I'm not sure exactly, but he's definitely on the sex offenders list and has been shamed in the world of Hollywood.
Oh god.
Yeah. He still works, which is strange to me.
That is really strange.
Because every now and then you'll see him in something. But it's usually like some B movie where people are... He also ratted out Pee Wee Herman.
What did Pee Wee Herman do?
What Pee Wee Herman, he got caught with child pornography too, but what had happened was... Now listen to this. I believe Pee Wee Herman's story here. They found this like gigantic thing of magazines that he bought, like from an auction.
Yes.
And like it wasn't even opened, and then the FBI came and opened it. And it was like a bunch of 1950s magazines that he bought just for like kitsch value.
Yeah.
And they found child pornography in it. But in court, he argued, like, I bought this thing of magazines at an auction with no idea what was inside of it. And when the FBI came, like, they found child pornography in it, and I had no way of knowing that was in there. So...
I believe him.
I believe him, too.
Because of what you just said.
Right, exactly. I'll give Pee Wee Herman the benefit of the doubt. But he said, yeah, I bought this at an auction, I had no idea what was in there. I wanted to buy like a bunch of old magazines because I like looking through them. And when the FBI seized it, they like opened this crate that he bought and found child pornography in it. And then people was like, I didn't know what was in that.
But then why did your man rat him out?
He said that like he bought all these like little boys magazines and shit.
Right.
Also, Jeffrey Jones is not my man.
Oh, sorry, that's just a colloquial phrase.
Yeah. I don't know this dude.
My man.
My man, Jeffrey Jones, the pedophile. What a guy.
Oh.
No, yeah, I believe Pee Wee Herman. Pete Townsend, on the other hand, he got caught.
Yeah.
And then said that he was
He's
like...
the Who,
yeah, the guy from the Who. He said that he was trying to relive childhood trauma or come to terms with that, and I think he's just a pedophile pervert. But he got away with it because he was in he's in the Who.
He got away with it?
Yeah, he didn't get in any trouble.
Jesus.
But it's because he's famous.
Are you streaming this right now? Is anyone watching?
Yeah, nobody's watching, but I'm gonna post it on YouTube later. Why?
I'm just wondering.
I'm just calling out pedophiles. Were you going to say something about like somebody you knew was a pedophile?
Oh no.
And you didn't want to like
wondering.
Get slandered.
Does anyone have anything to say? Is Danny there? Or...
No, Danny. Nobody's in the chat right now.
Does Danny want to talk shit about me again?
Yeah, no shit, Danny. Dan, you creep. Calling people labia. What a weirdo. What a goon.
A goon.
What an absolute fool. When he did that, I was like, Jesus, Dan, calm down.
I cried.
Did you really cry?
No.
I don't know what his deal is. He's a good fella, though. We all love him. He's from Canada, you know?
Oh, yeah.
From Nova Scotia.
Oh, that's the cold part.
Yeah, I think all of Canada's the cold part, really. But,
Oh, I think you're right, actually, yeah.
Danny told me once that he likes eating lobster.
Oh.
I'm going to tell some stories on Danny here.
He eats lobster? How wealthy is he?
Hold on a second, hold on. I have witnessed your journey. You've overcome every challenge laid before you. Ruta, Rudanya, Meadow, Naboris. Yeah, they are, baby.
Baby.
Baby! We're gonna get up to the new stuff now.
Did you hear that Jordan Peele is doing some Twilight Zone?
Yes!
I'm very excited.
Yeah, I think that'll be really good.
Yeah.
You know what I love is anytime a comedian does something with like horror or suspense.
Yeah.
Because, no joke, like, funny people are usually running from horror in their life, and that's why they try to be funny.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I think that they do it the best when comedians try to do horror and things like that. So I'm pretty excited about that. That'll be really nice.
Like, sure, Black Mirror, that's Charlie Brooker who does that. He's, I suppose you wouldn't really call him a comedian, but he mainly did comedy before that.
Have you watched Black Mirror?
I haven't watched the most recent ones, because literally I get so traumatized when I fucking watch an episode that I need to take my time.
I either get traumatized by Black Mirror, or I'm just rolling my eyes and going, oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh my god, that, what if phones, but too much?
Right!
That famous tweet, I love it so much.
I really liked the episode with, Bryce Dallas Howard, where she was going to her friend's wedding.
I haven't seen it, don't talk to me.
Oh, that one's really good, you'll like it.
Do Americans know who Domhnall Gleeson is?
Domhnall Gleeson? He's an actor.
Domhnall. It's pronounced Domhnall.
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 How do you pronounce it? Dwifnall?
Domhnall.
Donut?
Donut.
Oh wait, they're giving me a tuning fork. Hang on, I should probably pay attention to this. Take hold of the provided weapon to begin the trial. Aight. Ah! It's killing me.
Is it?
This sucks. Mazkosha. Oh. Okay. What the fuck?
Lots of terms and conditions now.
Yeah, I know, really. They're giving me lots of rules. Okay. The one-hit obliterator.
Cool.
Okay, I like that. Okay, anyway, so Domhnall Gleeson, what about him?
Just wondering, do you know who he is? Like,
Yeah, I do. He was in Harry Potter.
yeah, he was.
I don't know what else he was in. Also, you can just say that about like any British actor of anybody over there.
Not necessarily. Some of the Monty Pythons weren't in Harry Potter.
Some of them were.
Ooh.
Yeah, I know who he is. Why? You just wanted to know if I knew who he was?
No, I think I was talking to Tyler and he didn't know who I was on about.
Yeah, Domhnall Gleeson.
He was in Black Mirror, sure.
Oh yeah, he played the android.
Yeah.
That episode always really annoyed me.
Why?
Okay, so like she has this android that she bought online, right?
Yes.
That looks exactly like her dead husband, you know?
Yes.
And for whatever reason, like she's okay, like understandably so. It told me to go here. Now nothing's happening. Hold on. I need to read something. I was babbling about shit. If you wish... There are 4 monster bases remaining. It told me to go here and kill some monsters, I guess?
With your glowing weapon.
Yes. Watch.
And you can't get hit.
Bajoom! Yeah, I can't get hit or I'll die in one hit. Bajow! So... Oh, shit. Oh, look, he got me in one hit.
Oh.
I didn't even see where that came from. I just kind of bumped into that stick and died, huh? Anyway, so she buys this robot and she loads it with all of her dead husband's memories and thoughts, right?
Yes.
Puts his Facebook in there, basically. And then,
yeah.
And then she's just like... She, like, had to pour, like, a bunch of, like... salt in the bathtub, and then he came out looking like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's a part where they're having sex, right? She's having sex with the robot.
Yes.
And she goes, "Oh, my husband, Domhnall Gleeson, had a mole right there on his chest."
Yes.
And then he goes, "Oh, is this better?" And then the mole shows up, and she's like, "Yeah, that's better, thank you." So clearly, this robot can change shape at will.
Yes.
Now, here's my thought. Why is she all fucking bent out of shape? Like, okay, it looks like him. And so she's all fucking upset and shit. Now, here's my thought. At the end of the thing, she just has him up in the attic, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like the little kid goes up and visits him on her birthday.
Mm-hmm.
Why didn't she just say, "Hey, can you just transform into, I don't know, fucking Hugh Laurie or some shit? And now I have a robot slave that like does the dishes and shit."
Yeah.
Like she couldn't like plug him into a USB drive and erase his hard drive and then like download the Snoop Dogg protocol. Get to hang out with Snoop all the time.
The Snoop Dogg protocol.
Right. Like, if this technology existed, like, you know how you can put, like, Homer Simpson in your TomTom and he'll give you directions places?
Yes.
Why didn't she just download, like, some celebrity to hang out with, like Kim Kardashian? And then she could just hang out with Kim K all day.
That is, yes. Very good. Who would you choose? You can only choose one person now.
Okay, and only choose one person and they stay like that forever?
Yeah.
Mel Brooks.
Does he have enough Facebook posts now to do that?
I just make it watch Young Frankenstein a couple of times. And...
Okay.
But yeah, like I don't know. I don't know if I'd do Mel Brooks. That was my gut reaction, just because I want to talk to Mel Brooks. But it'd probably be just as easy to just actually speak to Mel Brooks, wouldn't it?
Would it though? Because you just made me realize that if you did this, you would get the version of the celebrity that wouldn't disappoint you. Because you know people say don't meet your heroes because they're disappointing. But if you're getting the one that's their public persona and not how they actually are, you would get the non-disappointing version. You get the version that you actually want. Yeah.
Ah, I hadn't thought of that. Yeah, you're right.
Mm.
Huh. Yeah, this would be the perfect scenario then, huh?
Yeah.
Now I've got to rethink my answer though, because I don't know if I'd want to hang out with like a 98-year-old Jewish dude all the time.
Wouldn't you?
Part of me does, because I love Mel Brooks an awful lot. But also I think that it'd grow on me. I'd grow old after a while. Yeah. I guess I could just go stick him up in the attic like she did to Domhnall Gleeson.
Mel Brooks in the attic.
It sounds like a little kid's book. The Mel Brooks in the attic. You go up there and he tells old stories about being on the Sid Caesar show and shit. Yeah, that's I'd be okay with that. What? Why? Who would you pick?
I don't know.
You asked me the question. You don't have an answer yourself.
No, I'm not one of those people that ask questions just because they want to speak. I have no idea.
You're just very curious about other people and what they want in life.
I'm trying to think.
Would you pick Domhnall Gleeson?
Maybe Louis Theroux. He seems like a good laugh.
Oh yeah, that'd be a good one.
He's the first person that came into my head.
I like him because he talks like Kermit the Frog.
Does he?
He does. He goes,
in what way?
"Hello, I'm Louis Theroux with the BBC."
You're so right. He does
he
kind
talks
of
like Kermit the Frog.
It is back here, and this is his mouth.
I was going to Leeds to meet Janet, a woman who Hi ho, Kermit the Frog here.
I wasn't sure what had happened, but I knew that I wanted to leave.
Right! I really like that fella.
What celebrity do I like?
I liked your answer with Louis Theroux. That's great. He's smart.
Okay, if you could do a fictional character.
Fictional character? Ooh.
Yeah.
I would choose... Oh, damn. That's really hard now. Because now I could basically, like, do anything. Anybody. I would pick... What the fuck do they want me to do here? This all looks crazy and dangerous. Well, I need to make sure I get through here unscathed before I pick a fictional character.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I could do, like, a cartoon or something, too, if I wanted.
Yeah, like...
I would choose... Shit. Audrey 2 from Little Shop of Horrors.
Oh.
And I would feed my enemies to a giant evil plant.
What enemies do you have?
Yeah, there's some.
Whom?
Chris Booth.
Who's that?
He's a kid that I went to school with. I didn't like him. He didn't like me either. It's not just like a one-sided, like...
Yeah.
I want to feed this guy to an evil plant. He knows I don't like him, too. His sister was really nice.
Oh.
I was friends with his sister. He didn't like me, though. His sister's name is Jessica.
Oh, not John Wilkes.
No. That's a beautiful name for a woman, though, is John Wilkes Booth. Look, I caught a treasure chest.
Ooh.
But, oh, man, that's a tough one. What about you? What do you think?
I have no fucking idea.
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna go with it. Kermit the Frog.
Aw.
Hell
that'd be
yes.
nice. That'd be really nice.
Kermit the Frog, like, encouraging. You can play the banjo. Rainbow Connection's one of my favorite songs. Yeah,
I really like that. I like the idea of like a really pure, positive person.
Yeah, I'd pick Kermit for sure then.
That made me think maybe Steven Universe, but that means I have to look after this child, so no.
Yeah, I see Kermit's an adult. I
Yeah.
assume. I don't know how. I guess he's not a tadpole. He's a frog, so
Yeah.
he is an adult. He's
He
had his
is.
own TV show, and he's got his own girlfriend, Miss Piggy. Oh shit! I'd have to buy another one for Miss Piggy in case he got lonely, though.
Oh yeah, I suppose it's only right.
Yeah, because like if Kermit the Frog was brought into the world and he didn't have Miss Piggy,
Oh, that would actually
alone
be the
forever.
ultimate tragedy.
yeah, I'd have to, or I could just erase the part that he's in love with Miss Piggy. He wouldn't even know who Miss Piggy was.
Oh my god. Would you do that?
You know, like
Is-
I was watching that movie, Her.
Oh, I've never seen it.
It's really good, but like she breaks up with him in the movie,
Mm-hmm.
and I was just like, why didn't you just delete her? Install a new girlfriend on your phone.
Or just reinstall the same one, have
Right,
the exact same
yeah.
experience over and over and over again.
Never learn anything. But like, yeah, it was. I like that movie a lot. It's a very
It sounds
nice.
good.
It's a sad movie. It's a bad movie.
I like Spike Jonze in Jackass.
Yeah, when he plays a disgusting old woman.
I really like Jackass.
You know, I am 100% on board with that. I like Jackass a lot too. I was really big into Jackass when I was a teenager because that's when it like was first on MTV.
Yeah.
Fuck. And God, my friends and I used to try to do like stupid Jackass stuff because
Like what?
we had a shopping cart and we would like crash each other around in it and stuff, and
Okay.
we did like pranks on each other where we'd slap each other and hit each other in the balls and shit like that.
We'd slap each other.
Right. That's pretty much what Jackass was all about, was them slapping each other and hitting each other in the balls, to be honest.
That's so true.
But, yeah, we always used to do that kind of shit, and we were, like, justified it, like, oh yeah, Jackass does it, we can do it too. Why do they keep trying to give me this shitty frenetic bow? It does 24 damage, I guess I can drop this one.
Sorry, I gotta let my cat out of the room.
Get out, Homer.
Get over here, Homer. Get over here. Bye-bye.
I used to love, Jackass and the Tom Green Show.
Hmm?
Jackass and the Tom Green Show.
What about them?
I used to watch them all the time as a kid, and I really liked Tom Green and Jackass.
I like Tom Green a lot.
He's very sad now.
Oh, yeah. God, they should let him make a horror show.
Yeah, I think he'd be good at it.
He's a fucking freak.
Drew Barrymore broke up with him and broke his heart.
Oh. Is she with Justin Long?
Is she?
Or were they just in a movie together?
It could be both, you never know.
Could be both.
Yeah, I've never, I don't know what Drew Barrymore's up to these days. Maybe she's dead.
She could be dead.
She fell in a well.
She fell out of a well.
Ah! She came out of a well to shame mankind.
And to date Tom Green.
To date Tom Green. That's pretty good. The thing in Jackass that always made me laugh the most is either the in the movie Johnny Knoxville's rocket skates.
Mm-hmm.
That always got me really good. And I really like the one where, I think it was in the second movie actually, where Johnny Knoxville said that he had an idea for a stunt, and they painted Preston Lacey completely black. And said that he was a bowling ball. And they sprayed, like, industrial-grade lube all over this, like, giant slide and put a bunch of bowling pins down at the bottom.
Yeah.
But, like, the bowling pins were, like, the other members of Jackass, right?
Okay.
And so they're all dressed like bowling pins, and they're gonna do this, like, human bowling thing.
Yeah.
And everything is covered in, like, industrial-grade lubricant, just, like, gallons and gallons of the shit all over the place. And, so everybody's gonna be slipping and falling. And, like, everybody's like, yeah, this is a pretty good idea for a bit. Good thinking, Johnny Knoxville. And, what ends up happening is, they never do the bowling thing, because Johnny Knoxville just wanted to get everybody all slippery and greased up and in the middle of a great big thing where they couldn't escape. And then he flew a drone with a paintball gun attached to it at them, and was just shooting them, and they're all screaming and falling over. Like, he set up this elaborate trap for everybody.
That's so awful.
And they're all screaming and getting shot.
Oh, God.
It was really genius.
I'm trying to think what I like. I think I like... Is his name Chris Pontius?
The kind of buff dude that's always in a bikini.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Chris Pontius.
I like the way he goes on. I just think he's really funny.
He's got a very positive attitude, too.
Yeah.
Like, even when things are going bad for him, he seems like he's having fun.
Yeah. I just really dig his vibe.
The other one that I thought was really great was, I just got stung by a bee and died.
Oh my god.
It was a similar trap where they told, I think, Wee Man and Bam Margera, maybe, that they were going to go do a press thing.
Uh-huh.
And they sent a limo for them, but they made sure that the limo wouldn't open from the inside.
Oh, I think I remember this, and they filled it with bees, did
dropped
they?
a beehive in through the sunroof. And then when they let them out, they poured marbles next to the door so they'd slip on the marbles when they got out.
They're so awful.
Jesus. The closest a Jackass stunt got to being like a Looney Tunes cartoon was the happier I would be watching it. Where it was just stupid and silly. I like that quite a bit. I think I'm going to finish this one and then call it quits on the stream, Lydia.
Yeah.
My hands are getting tired.
It's been 7 years.
It's been a little over 2
It's
hours.
been...
You know, bare naked ladies, remember them?
Chicken to China, the Chinese chicken.
You have a drumstick and your brain stops ticking. Watching X-Files with no lights
No
on.
lights on.
Something else on. I heard the Smoking Man's in this
Smoking Man's in
one.
this one. Like Harrison Ford and
Or
getting frantic.
Like Sting, I'm tan-tricked. Something's guaranteed to satisfy. Like Kurosawa, I make mad films. Okay, I don't make films, but if I did,
there'd be a samurai.
This is... less than ideal for traversing a room, huh?
Yeah. What is this? The Cube?
I love that movie.
I've never watched it the whole way through.
We watched it at a Halloween.
Was I there?
I don't remember you being there, though, so you might not have been
Yeah.
there. I like that movie a lot. The second one's really good, too.
There's a second one? I didn't know.
There's 3, but the third one isn't as good.
Was it called Cubed?
The second one is called Cube 2. The other one is called Cube 3 Hypercube. And not only does the cube change and rotate, but also it goes through time.
No.
So they keep running into themselves from like the future or the past and stuff. And it's not nearly as good as the first 2.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry to report. But the first 2 were pretty good. What the fuck was I even talking about? I've been doing this so long, my brain's melting. But yeah, I highly recommend the first Cube movie, at least. They made a very, like, big-budget-looking movie on one set.
Mm-hmm.
Because to make it so that they were in different cubes, they just changed the light behind the wall.
Oh, yeah.
That's really clever.
Yeah.
And then they had like partial sets built on either side so that when they opened a door and were looking into another cube,
Yes.
you could see into the next room.
Yeah.
I like that kind of stuff in films. Oops, I died again. I think I'm done. I'll figure this shit out later. I'm just getting careless because I've been playing for a long time, and that's what I do. So, thanks for everybody who watched. Literally nobody. Thanks for coming with me, Lydia. It's probably your bedtime now, isn't it? Like
it is,
midnight there?
I need to do my nighttime yoga.
I need to go make sure the dog has food and water.
Okay, Batman.
What if Batman just talked like that, and he wasn't a superhero, he just walked around dressed like that, and he's like, he like walks into like a florist shop and goes, "I'd like to buy a dozen roses for my girlfriend. Can you put one white rose in with them?" I'd like
That's
that
a nice
lot.
touch.
Yeah, it'd be a sweet thing to do for somebody.
Yeah. You know, I like this Batman character.
Watch out, from DC Comics. It's my run on Batman coming soon to a theater near you. They sell comic books in movie theaters, right?
Yes.
Okay, well, I'm stopping the stream. Say goodbye, Lydia.
Well, goodbye, everyone. Love you.
Goodbye. Love you, everyone, too. I love you more than Lydia does.
Shit!